What's up, everybody? I'm in Aruba on vacation, but you know what? I jumped on the computer and I'm doing this for you because this episode is with one of my favorites. It's Dan Soder, formerly from The Bonfire. I know you're sad, but I'm there now. And me and Dan talk about Bonfire. We talk about everything. And I love this kid. He's one of the funniest guys in the business. He's one of the best people I know. So I hope you enjoy the podcast. You know what, dude? With my pal, Dan Soder. This spring, you need nutritious, convenient meals to energize you for warmer, active days and to keep you on track reaching your goals. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up for fast and ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and tackle everything you need to do on your to-do list, okay? I'm telling you right now, it's happening. Head to factormeals.com/YKWD50 and use code YKWD50 to get 50% off your first box. 50% off your first box. Today's episode is brought to you by GhostBed. I'm telling you right now, you think your mattress is good. It's not. You got to get a GhostBed. A great night's sleep is important for anybody, not just comedians. GhostBed makes a premium mattress at an affordable price, all designed for cooler and more comfortable sleep. You have to get one of these beds. I have one. They're magical. All right, take advantage of a free and fast shipping. I'll say that again. It's free and fast. Their 101-night mattress sleep trial, you can return it. And financing starting at just $35 a month. You get a brand new mattress. You heard me. $35 a month. You can get a brand new mattress. That's crazy. $35 a month? Come on, get on it. And listeners can get 40% off all products site-wide. You get 40% off mattresses, adjustable bases, and bedding accessories, or get 50% off when you bundle a mattress with an adjustable base. Use promo code YKWD at ghostbed.com/YKWD or 40% off site-wide. Limited time only. Yeah, baby. We're starting the podcast right now. We're back. You know what, dude? Live. Welcome, everybody, to the show. YKWD. I started a social media podcast. The fact. The YKWD podcast. YKWD's back again. Old school, back in the day, where it all started, before them all. YKWD. This podcast is so fun and crazy. It has no rules. Shut up. You're ruining this.
Where's the bandana, man?
Sorry. It's a comedy podcast. This isn't NPR.
That's what this podcast does.
Is there any better show? This is the original. What's up, everybody? Tonight is a special night, YKWD. But before we start this awesome show, yes, this hat is awesome. I got it in Amsterdam. It's a very Boston hat. I want to thank all the Patreon people. Thanks for supporting me. Patreon.com/Robert Kelly. You're watching the show live. You get to be in the chat. You get to suck your own pecker. I should beep that because fucking YouTube will cancel us. And I want to, if you're watching this on YouTube, just hit the subscribe button, hit the like, and hit the, the comments. Talk about things. Fight with each other. Do something. I don't care. Do anything in there. I heard the young kids say that the algorithm, if the comments are going back, I'm wordy. I know. My guest is here. I fucking love him so much. I'm going to get into it. Fuck it. You guys know what to do. I don't know what to do. You do what you do. I'm going to do what I do, and that's talk to other comedians, and I love this guy so much. I mean, Dan Soder from the road. From
dansoder.com/tour.
Nuts.
Yeah, this is weird. This is first off, it was funny watching you talk yourself out of promoting it.
Sure.
You're like, don't just do fuck.
Well,
I don't know.
I forget what it needs to be done.
Praise, just all you have to do is say praise to the algorithm.
All right, do it.
Praise to the algorithm.
Praise to the algorithm.
And you just got bumped up, dude.
Wow.
There's just guys that are at work and this just came across and now they're watching it and now they're going to deep dive. They're going to find the fucking regs and they're going to be like, these boys shouldn't be on anything.
No, yeah, they're going to cancel me. Don't do that. Unpraise the algorithm.
No, dude, praise, praise, the almighty algorithm.
I want to stay right where I'm at.
Allah algorithm.
Allah algorithm. Danny.
Hi, buddy.
It's been a wild, it's a crazy podcast for me.
Yeah.
But it's really not.
No.
I feel like
We talk all the time.
I feel like it in my brain, like, oh, this is a thing, and oh my God, but to me and you, you and Jay, this is something you left the bonfire,
yeah.
and I replaced you
Yeah.
on the bonfire.
Yeah, dude, which is perfect. You imagine if it was someone else, just like a comic from LA that Jay was friends with, and it
Yeah.
was just like, I just have to see him around at the Comedy Cellar. This is the bonfire did what families settling the West did when they were on an Oregon trail
Sure.
or like a wagon trail,
Yeah.
and like the dad would die, the brother would step in.
I stepped
and marry
in.
The family.
I'm not even a brother. Like I'm a brother, but I'm a cousin.
Yeah, we were like, you were in our wagon trail.
Yeah, I was in
And
the back.
Yeah, and I died, and they were like, that Bobby, the steer hand, pretty good.
Jay was like, get Bobby up here.
Yeah,
he's gonna be guarding the women from now on.
Yeah, that's
I'm doing
what-
voices. I get scared. Can I be honest with you?
Dude, yeah, tell
That
me.
I get nervous every time I do a voice.
Why?
Because you're there, you were there, and you did such good stuff.
No, I was
and
a
you're always in
facilitator.
you're always in my head going, not good enough.
Don't do that, Bobby.
It's not good.
Bobby, don't do that voice. That's a voice I would do, Bobby. Nah, man, it's fucking perfect. It's been great watching you, and it's like, I mean, dude, it is weird. It's weird watching like I'm on your first day there on Monday. I was like taking a dump, looking at Twitter, and the bonfire tweeted something out, and I was like, "Oh, logo looks different." And then I clicked on it, and it was like you and Jay, and I was like, "Oh, that's nice." I was just immediately like, "Oh, cool."
Dude,
But it
it
was,
says the bonfire with
Yeah.
Big J Ogerson and Robert Kelly.
which is what it is.
Do you know how hard it is when the first day when it said it on the thing?
Oh yeah. You talking about on like the screens on Sirius?
Well, no, on the show when they say "Welcome
Oh.
back to the bonfire with Big J Ogerson and Robert Kelly." You know, Robert Kelly, dude.
I feel I've offered this to DJ Lou and Jacob, and I've said it before.
What?
I can get Kyle Kinane to I can reach out to Kyle Kinane
Yeah.
and be like, "Hey, can you do and Robert Kelly?" So it just sounds.
What if he says? It'd be funny if he says, "No, not a fan, ain't doing it."
I would want to come on the show and talk about it and know what you did to piss off.
I don't even know.
Kyle
I've never
Kinane.
met him.
Someone tweeted at me and was like, "I think you should be the voice
Bingo.
of like
Yes.
and welcome back to the bonfire with Big J Ogerson and Robert Kelly."
That's perfect. Who did that?
A fan tweeted that at me.
That was me.
That was your burner account?
I have a burner account.
That I would do it.
No,
I mean, if Jay was comfortable with it,
So, let's call him right now.
I mean, let him rest.
Okay. Whoa, something's up.
No, I just know Tuesday nights. I know my Jay.
This is the thing. I'm learning.
Tuesday nights are his rest night.
I'm learning, Jay. I'm learning all kinds of things
I'm gonna
about
be
that.
so petty and gay. I'm gonna be such an ex-wife. I'm such an ex-wife to you now. Where I go, Jay's Tuesday nights are when Jay relaxes. You should probably learn that.
But you get mad.
Learn about your man.
You get mad when Jay actually hangs out with me on Tuesdays? No,
Jay doesn't pick up my phone calls now.
he doesn't.
You know that. You know how Jay is. By the way, this isn't because I've left the bonfire.
No.
Jay is horrible to get a hold of.
I'm so glad you said this.
He
because
doesn't answer texts.
I've used my higher power in AA to accept it.
Oh wow, you had to go to the AA playbook.
I had to go to my higher power.
Damn.
I had to go to step 3.
Damn.
And Alan.
Of course.
Of course. No,
He doesn't pick up. Well, so what?
but he does respond. It's just not in
Prompt.
regular people time.
Yes.
It's in J time.
By the way,
Yeah.
I hold no grudge against Jay. I know he's not going to pick up, but what I usually expect is when he heads outside for a cigarette.
Yeah. We're talking at that time and making bond
No,
connection.
I'm
We're
talking
making-
about on Saturdays and Sundays, dude. I'm not talking
Oh,
about.
we're actually living together.
That's weird. Well,
I'm living with Jay and
that's
Christine
bad.
for the next
I
month.
wouldn't do that.
It's been fun. It's been
I
fun.
wouldn't do that, but I can't tell you.
Let's just say Christine has a bad back.
Whoa. Chinese finger trap with a wobbly eight.
Ugh. Yeah, dude, it's been wild, but it's still weird to me because you're my son.
I mean, yeah, you brought me. I mean, dude, I legitimately talked to Alan.
But I
and
look at
say,
your eyes now and I see a man.
Oh,
It's weird to me.
oh. Yeah, dude, it was like a weird. I talked to Jay, and we've talked about it before,
Sure.
but I talked to Jay about it about a year, like 10 months ago, like
Mm-hmm.
in May. I was like, think I'm gonna step away at the end of the contract, knowing that he wanted to keep going.
Of course.
And when he said you, I was like, fucking yeah. We were at his apartment, and he goes, think I'm gonna ask Bobby. And I talked to Bobby, and he said he'd be down, and I was like, fucking yes, perfect.
You know, it's so funny because I think of you two, and you guys are so perfect. Everybody knows that. You guys,
We're just stoners that know the same stuff.
there's a magic that happened. You guys downplay it every time I try to compliment you. Always fucking downplay it. Take a compliment,
All
would
right.
you?
It is. What it is it's the same thing.
I'm saying what it is. And
Okay.
then you agree.
Okay. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, it's like comics do that with each other. Jay and I just were able to do it for a very long period of time, which is make each other laugh.
You guys make each other laugh.
That's it.
But it's so good.
Yeah,
It's
thanks.
so amazing. And I loved going in there. We all knew you go into the bonfire.
You won't get a word in. That's what Joe List said.
You won't get a word in.
Louis J. Gomez's roast. He was like, and you try to get a word in edgewise.
And here's the thing, though. You wind up watching because you guys are so funny.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a fuck these guys. It was like, you're like, oh, shit, these guys are real. You're laughing.
Yeah.
And you get your shit in. You got to pump them in. But
Yeah.
so it's sad to see that. You know what I mean? For me.
Yeah.
And it was weird for me to be like, but I told Jay 100%. But if you came to me and said, Jay's leaving, and you were like, you want, I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
I think it would go either way. And I think you were the like, I mean, dude, because of you, I got into the cellar.
right.
But because I remember, you know what, dude?
Yeah.
I remember the first people coming up to me being like, oh, I heard you on a podcast.
Right.
Heard you on Robert Kelly's podcast. You're really funny.
Yeah.
Like, shout out Derek and Raul in San Antonio coming to like the show when I was selling like 15 tickets at the Riverside Comedy Club, just bombing all week.
The downtown one?
The one that was in the mall that
Oof.
looked like the zombie mall.
Oof.
And then I would just fucking bomb. And like, you know what, dude, was the first thing where people were like, hey,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd come from the restaurant.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember when you and DeRosa called me? And dude, it was like when you get a call from Robert Kelly when you're a waiter at Dos Caminos.
Right.
It's like getting a call from a lieutenant general. You're like, yes, sir. I got it. We're getting a call on the red line. And I like went into a hutch and I was like, hello. And you're like, dude, what are you doing? Are you at the fucking restaurant? I'm like, yeah, Bobby, I'm closing lunch. I'm kind of slammed right now. And you go, dude, well, what do you got tonight? I was like, nothing. I was going to go home to Queens. You go, come over. We're going to do a podcast. And I was like, okay, great. And I was like, oh, I got something to do. And I went and changed into my clothes down in the locker room. And I like walked over to your house in Hell's Kitchen smoking a cigarette being like, all right, we're going to do the podcast. And I walked in and you and DeRosa beat the shit out of me on air for 60 minutes for Gator Fight.
Yeah.
Because I put it up as my profile picture.
It's one of the greatest YKWDs ever.
It was a beating.
When me and DeRosa used to do it, and then you came in.
Yeah, but that was what I mean. You and DeRosa had this, like, you talk about like Jay and I. You and DeRosa had this match where you guys were both, it was like perfect for each other.
Yeah, but the problem
And
with
then
DeRosa,
you guys would turn on each other.
The thing with you guys, which is perfect, you guys, it was always fun and lighthearted. You never fought. Me and DeRosa,
Ooh, remember that episode we didn't air?
dude, I still got it. It's fuck. I mean,
You were doing
because
renovation.
DeRosa talks to you like he's gonna beat you the fuck up, and I'm from Boston.
Thank you.
And when
Bobby?
yeah,
Thank you.
what?
I want everyone that went through the NFC Championship drama that heard me lose my goddamn mind because Joe DeRosa texted me when the 49ers were losing, and then I threatened him with violence.
Yeah.
Everyone went like, oh, that's crazy. And you go, no. You don't understand how DeRosa
You don't.
talks to people.
He talks to you
He
like
talks to you like you'll fight. Like he'll show up and fight you.
he talks to you like Tony Soprano. He's talking to Christopher.
Yeah.
And you have to take it.
Yeah,
It's like, wait a minute, dude.
Yeah.
I'll fucking fuck you back.
And you are not a person to corner. I just know that from being you and DeRosa are two people that when you corner you get a little fucking
I'm a little
riled
less
up.
now.
Much so.
I'm a little less now.
Thanks to Max.
Max, yes.
All that energy is in Max. Like you got now you're calm and you're like
A little bit. I still get off the handle. But
I mean
back in the day, at my peak ego and DeRosa's,
even Jay and DeRosa
Yeah.
used to tell me,
yeah.
you got better, Bobby, when I was on the road with you.
Yeah, you got better than me.
They were like, you
But
have
can I say
no
something
idea.
about you?
What?
You were better them.
Thank you.
I'll say that to you two.
Yeah.
Is that Jay?
I remember
Jay would fall asleep.
my favorite road story. God damn it, dude. The one like you got me so mad and I couldn't do a goddamn thing.
What was that?
I think it was 2011. The 49ers made the playoffs for the first. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The 49ers,
Hasbrook Heights.
yeah, the 49ers made the playoffs for the first time in fucking like 10 years, and we were home against the Saints.
Yeah,
and I was featuring for you at Bananas at Bananas in
Hasbrook
Hasbrook Heights,
yeah.
at the hotel, and you were like, and I called you worried. I was like, Bobby. The early game is the 49ers Saints, but we have a 7 o'clock show or like a 7:30 show.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we going to do? And you go, dude, I already took care of it. Got us a hotel. We'll go out there. We'll have a pizza. You can watch your fucking game.
Why am I retarded, Bubby?
Dad. You go, you know what, dude? You're going to have to edit that on YouTube.
Why?
Because I'm trying to get jobs now.
Oh, yeah. Take that out.
I'm just kidding. I don't.
We're back.
But I remember you being like, I got us a hotel. We're going to get a pizza.
Sure.
Go downstairs.
Yeah.
We'll do the gigs. We're driving to Jersey.
Yeah.
I meet you in Hell's Kitchen. We're driving to Jersey.
Yep.
And you go, I got to stop by the Apple store real quick. And so we go by the Apple store in Jersey, and you take so long. You take 40 minutes.
Yep.
And you're like asking them about external hard drives. And
I'm
you're
a
like,
secret nerd.
yeah. And you go like, well, dude, this one, I got like a PC. Can I hook it up? And the guy knows you. The guy's a huge Opie and Anthony fan.
Right.
Huge, you know what, dude fan?
Yeah.
So they know me. So I'm like waiting, and I'm like, this is awesome, Bobby. And you go, and you keep like, when you know that it's taking too long, you keep going like this. How cool is it they know who you are, dude? And you're like looking at the external hard drives, and you keep going, how cool is that, dude? You got fans. And I'm like, yeah, Bobby, kickoff it's coming up. Dude, I will never forget this. We're like 20 minutes away from the hotel. Kickoff's in like 30 minutes.
I forgot this until right now.
And then we're walking to the parking lot from the Apple store. This is 2011.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, Robert Kelly, as we're walking, you go, Radio Shack, I got to get something in there. And I go, what? And you go, I got to get something in there, dude. You got like, because you knew I was mad. And so you just got mad on top of me to suppress that. Dude, it was, you walked in there and I was like, I was doing little kid size, dude. I was like, and you're like, I was hot.
You was Silence Gordon.
Oh my God. And we got to the hotel. And we turned on the TV, and the Saints had drove down the field, but then there was a hit where the Niners got the ball, and I was like, 49ers got the ball, and you go, see, dude, you were like, see, and I was like, no, you can't get out. Oh, dude, that was wild.
Yeah,
I remember being so mad at you, but I couldn't say shit because
Yeah.
I was featuring for you, so I just had to be like, ugh.
Well, you weren't like DeRosa was a pain. DeRosa, here's what DeRosa does. He makes you feel like you're his feature.
Dude, let me give you the list of people who do that. Tim Dillon did that when he was featuring for me.
Yeah.
I went on. We did like 5 gigs on the road one week, and it felt like I was like.
Tim Dillon was a feature for a week and a half.
Well, I remember that weekend in Vermont. I was like, "Am I just closing your shows?" Justin Silver.
Oh,
He'll do that on the road where he'll be like, yeah, I feel like we can go do this. And you're like, oh, I wanted to do this. He's like, nah, I got to go work out.
Bobby, how much time are you going to do on the second show? Because I was going to do, if I could do 5.
I'm getting a tape for clips. And I love Justin. But you're like, all right, dude. Yeah, there's
Bobby, they gave you the light. Did you see it?
There's some guys that you go on the road with and you're like.
DeRosa made me.
DeRosa, I could see being like that.
DeRosa made me. I had to go. Here's the thing with him. I had to do a gig with him.
Yeah.
Leave him in the hotel for a night, fly somewhere, go do another corporate gig, fly back, pick him up, and go do another gig, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I got a very short time frame to make this happen.
Yeah.
To make this money.
It's a heist.
So I got to drop him. So I drop him off, and there's a video store next door. So
Did I know this story? Please keep going, but I know this story from DeRosa's perspective. DeRosa's told me this story, so please continue.
Okay,
because I'm going to see I want to see what your. I want to see what your.
I don't like that you believe him first.
All I know is his version.
I know,
right
but
now.
That's not the.
All I know is the Zack Snyder cut. Give me the.
I'm the Zack Snyder cut.
I know the Joe DeRosa cut. I need the Robert Kelly cut.
I'm the better version.
I need the Robert Kelly cut.
I'm not being the other guy.
Okay. Who was the other guy? Joss Whedon?
Yeah. I'm the guy with the daughter who died.
Joss Whedon.
All right, listen. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
I got to go do this gig. I drop him off. I say, I'll be back tomorrow.
Now, this is at a time younger folks where you had to return movies. It
Yeah.
wasn't all streaming. You could rent them and then you'd have to return them.
I got to rent a car. I left. I had to take the car to the airport. So we had to stay at the hotel.
Sure.
There was no Uber. I understand.
Yeah.
But next door was some shit. You know what I mean? So I leave him there, and I'm like, dude, we got to go tomorrow. We got to go. So I go do the show. I'm fucking panicking. I do the show. I think it was kind of a hell gig or something.
Sure.
I fly back, get to the car, drive back to pick it. We got to go. He's nonchalantly, you know what I mean? All right, yeah, listen, I got to go return these movies. You know, Jero says, all right, man, yeah, how was the gig? Oh, that's great. All right, give me a little bit. I got to get my stuff. I told you we got to fucking go.
Yeah.
I told you we got to
Yeah.
I'm coming, picking you up, and we're going. All right, well, I got to go return the movies I took. What?
Yeah.
I don't got fucking time for you to go in and fucking return your stupid DVDs.
He goes, Bobby, be kind. Please rewind.
I was fucking furious.
Yeah.
Because this fucker had me just doing his bidding. When I said to him, I'm coming back at this time.
Be ready.
You know I'm a time guy.
Dude, I know you're a time guy.
Me and Louis.
I'm a time guy.
Me and Louis didn't talk for 2.5 hours, all the way up to Mohegan Sun.
Because he was like,
Not late. I told him when he calls me up the day before. I don't know how we're going to Louis. Easy.
yeah. He's another guy.
Oh, he calls me up. He goes, okay. I said, dude, meet me at the station. I'll pick you up at the train station, White Plains, at 12 o'clock. He texts me at 10:30. Yo, doggy, what time's the train come?
You're like 12 o'clock.
Whatever time gets you there at 12 is the time the fucking train comes.
Oh, he wanted the train from
He
where
wanted
was.
the schedule he wanted me to find the schedule.
Oh.
So I'm furious. I'm like, this little fucker, I'm taking him with me. I don't fucking need him. I'll take a better a nicer comic. Someone who's treat me and get me shit.
Yeah,
You
I'll
know?
go find a man that treats me right, but Lewis is just too hot.
He calls me.
It's too
I go
hot.
to
Can't
White
walk
Plains.
away.
He's not there. He texts me, you want coffee, doggy? I go, what? He went to the other train station because it had a Starbucks.
I know. Shout out that.
Hartsdale.
Yeah,
Hartsdale.
Shout out Metro North.
Starbucks gone.
It's gone.
Gone. They closed it.
It was a beautiful Starbucks.
COVID. Fauci. Thanks.
Damn.
Anyways.
Damn, that
Dude,
little Italian got.
fucking took my Starbucks train to the city.
That was a good Starbucks.
I got to go pick him up at Hartsdale.
But you
He
get
went
a
to
Starbucks.
Hartsdale. Huh?
Get a Starbucks.
I don't want a fucking Starbucks.
You just wanted him to be there.
Dude, I was there.
Yeah.
It's 12:15.
Yeah.
He was late at the Hartsdale. He came late, went to the wrong station intentionally, and told me to come pick him. I gotta go. I should have left. I should have just went.
Now people probably are like, who don't know comedy are probably like, you're a psycho.
Yep.
You just add a different. But it is like.
If you leave on the wrong time on a Thursday or Friday to go to Connecticut from New York, it's a 6-hour ride.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You have to leave at 12:30 to get there.
But also, you don't understand when you're coming up and you're opening,
Yeah.
there is this unspoken behavior of like, well, I'm with the headliner.
You're not.
The headliner, but that's what I mean.
Right.
You're like, you got to do what they need.
I told the
So
kid-
you do that coming up so that when you're there, you're like, hey.
Well, I mean, here's the deal, brother. You got to have a little bit. And DeRosa, none.
Yeah, DeRosa.
That day, what'd he say? I want to hear his side of the story.
Okay, this is the DeRosa.
I don't like, first of all, I don't like your little chuckle face.
The DeRosa cut was he was like, he had movies. He
Yeah.
knew he had to return them.
Sure. At a certain time, I was
And I
picking
think
him
he admits fault. He was like, I didn't return them on time.
Sure.
He's like, but Bobby, you know, it was no big deal. I said to go next door and return them. And then Bobby screamed at me.
up. Yeah.
I think, you know, how DeRosa would like really.
No,
that
I
up.
screamed.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
no, dude, I screamed.
But like,
I fucking hated him.
yeah,
I hit him with my screams.
you just beat
I
the
went,
shit out of him.
I hit him with the
You
scream.
just screamed.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Because here's the problem. If he had just, here's my thing. If you just go, dude, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm late. It's my bag. I apologize. All right, fucking dude, just go return the movies. Hey, what's up, man? Dude, what the fuck? I told you. Yeah, man. All right, I'll be ready in a minute.
Why?
But
Chill
you're not
out.
ready
Yeah.
now.
He's like, what? Chill
I just got to
out.
return the movie. No, we had a big fight. Then we're leaving. This is it. I don't know if he told you this part. We're leaving, and he goes, oh, I got to return the movies.
Oh, on the way out. Yeah.
I'm mad again.
Yeah.
I want to go to his dub sub shop and hit him with a roll.
Yeah, you're like, you fucking piece of shit.
Dude, as we just
Oh,
had
by the way, real quick, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go play a game of Sudoku in the lobby.
Yep.
You gotta wait for me.
I'll fucking kill you.
Dude, waiting? Oh, my God. Waiting it really irks me.
I don't know what it is. I just be on fucking time.
Because I got the shit scared out of me. My mom used to scare the shit out of me like, you're on time.
Yeah.
At worst, if you call, I'll give you 5 minutes. That's it, though.
Yeah.
If you're more than 5 minutes late, you're grounded. You're done.
Right.
You're losing something. I used to be so. Dude, I remember one time we were swimming when I was like 10, and we went to like a development that was like out there because it was like new, and they had like a new pool.
Sure.
And you could lie and be like, I live at this fucking house, and they'd let you in the pool.
Yeah.
And it was so fun. They had a diving board.
I love poor Dan.
Oh, we were just fucking swimming.
I love Project Rat Dan.
Oh no, this is the burbs, baby. But we were swimming, and I was like, this is the best day ever. And then we swam a little too long. We was doing some backflips and shit off the diving board, and I remember the fear of being like, no cell phones, there was no nothing.
Sure.
You just saw the clock at the pool and you're like, I can't make it home in 10
you were Indian,
minutes.
half Indian. We had to look at the sun.
Yeah, you're like, okay, get it. And I just remember that ride being like,
yeah.
And then getting there and she's like, you're 15 minutes late. You're losing video games and you're grounded for a week. And you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
But man, that swimming was fun. I had my eyes hurt because I had been opening them under the pool. So I was like, I had like fucking, the all red eyes.
Staring up at the sun, watching it just tick away.
Also just fucking swimming underwater.
You know it's time to go because the birds stopped chirping?
Yeah. Do you open your eyes underwater in a pool?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
It's the best.
Of course you do.
But then people get mad at you when you do that.
Why?
You shouldn't do that.
Who says that?
Dorks.
Fucking
Dorks
waves.
and people that don't like fucking
Fuck that.
seeing everything in the deep blue.
Hey, you drop a ring down there. Go get that.
That's so fun. Why does that still get me excited?
I don't know.
If you toss something in a pool and you're like, go get that, I'm like, done.
Yeah, here's the deal. I like to not use goggles. You use goggles, you see shit nuggets flying around.
Yeah.
You see like little kid poop.
I like keeping my eyes open.
I don't want to see anything. I don't see a dirty Band-Aid.
No, nothing.
That I
Ew.
wouldn't. Yeah. That
I don't want to see something that fell off an ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But you
Like
throw a
string,
quarter.
like a white string. Yeah.
But
I don't want to.
I'll get down there and grab that fucking quarter.
With your mouth. All right, listen. So I got another question for you.
Okay.
Because back in the day, I didn't have I didn't have a problem with you because I always say this to people. I never really ever had a problem with Dan Soder, and so because you never gave me one. You weren't an asshole. You were the nicest. You were a nice guy. You never gave me shit.
No, and I knew not to get too drunk.
Yeah, you weren't an asshole.
Yeah.
So hey, did you ever fight with Dan? Not really.
Yeah.
Not really. Because why? Oh, because Dan's not an asshole. I yell at fucking assholes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love that I get the.
But I also have. I suffer.
I get the full brunt of this shit from these guys, right?
Yeah.
And there's never. Oh, Bobby fucking flipped out. Why? I want to know why.
3 letters.
Yeah.
1 question.
Yeah. Why? That's never at these little fucking Turks never ask that question.
Dude, I love that even in this like fucking in this ASMR setup you have now with you know what. Dude. I love that your anger still spills out. Whereas still you've cleaned up so much, but there's still some there.
In case we need it.
In
case the
it's your self-defense.
Chinese take over.
Bring it, dude. Yeah. I told you, I'll be the first Republic of China people's comedian.
You're done.
What's better than our overlords? Nothing. And then I'm doing the garden.
I love lo mein.
Yeah. What's better than the big red bear? Nothing.
Who's sick of white bread?
Yeah. Ew. Ming Dynasty again. I don't even know. I don't even know enough Chinese history.
Let me ask you a question. What? Because you did the bonfire.
Sure.
And I know people want to know this. People are going to watch this and.
They're like, why does Dan suck so
No,
bad?
it's why people want to know. They know why you left. I know you talked about it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, it's this great gig, this unbelievable fan base.
Yeah.
It really is just these people who are into that show.
Sweet as pie.
I mean, really.
They really care, which is.
On the road, they're literally with this transition of being so cool with them.
Yeah.
Which I was a little nervous.
Me too. And Jay and I talked about it, and I was like, I knew I was prepared to take a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I was prepared for people to be like, fuck you, who do you think you are? Like all that shit, because you're leaving. You're like walking away from a thing that, by the way, there's no problems with.
No.
It We weren't having any problems. We were fine. We were a great show. Just felt like it was time. I just felt like
What do you want to do?
stand up. I just want to do stand up for like a year. I just want to like.
But why couldn't you do stand up with the bonfire?
You can totally do.
But
stand-up.
what was it?
But it just for the last 8 years, I got to do but it takes energy. The bonfire takes a lot of energy.
Sure.
It's not. Listen, I've had real jobs.
I understand.
But there's a difference in how you expel your like. Me trying to be funny, which Jay's an elite comedian.
Yeah.
You know that.
You can talk to Jay about Scotch tape.
And it's funny.
Yeah.
But I felt like well, what if I just go do stand-up? Like what I wasn't happy with where I was stand-up wise.
Right.
I still am not. But like I wasn't happy. I was like, I want to get like way better.
Yeah.
Like way better.
Okay.
And I just felt like, well, if I can stay out on the road, if I can go and like do, like we have stuff planned for the fall where I'm just like gone for weeks, just being like this city, then staying here for a couple days, then going here. And I could do that with the bonfire, but it was also like I would be holding up a whole show. I would be holding up everybody being like, well, we got to do the show. And
no, I mean, I understand because, look, I'm going on my vacation.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of work between everybody to figure out how we can all do it.
And
this spring, you need nutritious, convenient meals to energize you for warmer, active days and to keep you on track reaching your goals. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up for fast and ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and tackle everything you need to do on your to-do list, okay? You're too busy to cook for spring? You know what? With Factor, skip the trip to the grocery store and skip the chopping, preparing, cleaning up. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals ready in just 2 minutes. I mean, it's all you have to do is heat it and enjoy and get back outside and soak up that warmer weather. This stuff, it's good for me because, that's the hardest part. I'm trying to stay trim. I'm trying to stay, fit. And these meals are coming in, and this is exactly what I need. And I can just heat it up, eat it, and go. I don't have to worry about it. I have to think about what am I going to get? What am I going to eat? With 34 chefs prepared, dietitian-approved weekly options, there's always something new to try. Plus, you can round out your meals and replenish your snack supply with an assortment of 45-plus add-ons. They got add-ons. This is crazy, including breakfast items like egg bites, smoothies, and more. Not only is Factor cheaper than takeout, which is garbage, but meals are ready faster than restaurant delivery in just 2 minutes. You can't beat this. You got to try this. I'm telling you right now, it's happening. Head to factormeals.com/YKWD50 and use code YKWD50 to get 50% off your first box. 50% off your first box. That's code YKWD50 at factormeals.com/YKWD50 to get 50% off your first box.
I mean, I got to do Billions the entire time I was there, and that was phenomenal. But I would go to bat for the bonfire and be like, hey, we can't do it on Tuesdays.
Right.
Because we have 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I can do Monday or Wednesday, or wait till I'm not on the road and I can do Thursday, Friday.
You're telling Billions.
I'd tell Showtime that. And I'd be like, I have a radio show. Like, I have a full radio. That's my job.
And they were cool with that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, both of them kind of came together and found a way to, like, Bonfire was great about it. Jay and all them were great about it. And Billions was cool about it.
Yeah.
They get it. They're honking. They're mad.
That's campers out front.
Yeah, there's like, but
they're listening right now in the radio. I told them to all say out front of the cellar, and we're up here. Just beep.
But the thing is with I didn't want to start resenting anybody. I didn't want to start. I wanted to go like.
Well, can I just say you got a life now that you're starting. You have this beautiful girl.
Yeah, fiance Katie. We're getting married.
You're getting married.
Yeah.
And look at. Just in the 2 weeks that I've done it, I'm doing it. That I've done it a couple months, but now that I'm solidly doing.
Yeah, now that you're locked in, you're the co-host.
Now that I'm in with it, it's like Monday, I'm gone. Tuesday, I'm gone.
Wednesday?
All day. Wednesday, I'm gone.
Yeah, and Tuesday's a day because you got to do 2. You're doing Thursday's episode so you can go on the road.
So it's
Listen, again,
it's
I've done much worse jobs.
how do I know? We don't have to fuck these people.
No, but I'm saying like, my point
we
is
know,
that
but we know it's it's a fun job.
yeah,
We don't have to keep pressing. Like we know there's people out there banging fucking nails.
yeah.
We get that.
Yeah.
But there is something to be said about talking for 2 hours.
I'm impressed that Jay can do what he does. I'm so impressed that he does Bonfire and Skanks and SDR and other shit that I'm like blown away. Where I'm like, dude, how big is your fucking tank?
Well, that's the thing that's happening to me right now is that I have all my other podcasts.
Yeah.
I got the Carlton and Kelly. I got the YKWD.
Yeah.
I got my kid.
You're in a lot of bands.
I'm in a lot of things too. Like today, I had to wake up. I did even like Jim and Sam. I did Jim and Sam this morning. I did therapy. I did the bonfire.
That's a day.
I did my show. I'm doing this.
That's a day.
I gotta
sleep.
go home.
Go to sleep. Go home. Go sleep.
So it is a day, but it's, I guess what I'm saying to you is like 8 years of that.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know what? I just want to change it up and have the whole week off if I want.
Not only that, but it was like, I'm a huge Opie and Anthony fan.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with you and Jim and Burr and Patrice, and like how I learned about Louis C.K. was originally from Opie and Anthony. Tough Crowd, Opie and Anthony. Like I can name the 4 things that made me want to be a comedian. Opie and Anthony, Tough Crowd, Dave Chappelle's Killing Him Softly, and the documentary Comedian. Like those are the 4 things. Like I've loved stand-up my whole life.
Yeah.
But those were the 4 things where I was like, I want to be a fucking New York guy.
Yeah.
I like the way these guys are just fucking honest with each other and vicious and so funny. And I'd be obsessed listening to like Geraldo's album or Norton's album. And I remember like meeting you for the first time at Caroline's with Joe List back when you had that awful goatee and you were smoking cigarettes in the green room. And List was opening for you, and I remember you meeting, like it was like the second time you met List, and I was with him.
Yeah.
And you were like, "Oh yeah, where you from, kid?" And and he's like, "I'm from." I think he was
shaking.
like, I lived in. Yeah, he's like, I lived in Everett before I moved. You go, my wife's from Everett. Dawn was in the green room, and you guys weren't even married yet.
No.
And you go, yeah, my girl's from Everett. And she was like, oh, where you from in Everett? And they're talking about Jim's roast beef or whatever the fuck it is.
It's fucking Mike's.
It's Mike's, and I'm sorry, because it's
the shit.
It's so
Don't fuck
good.
with Mike's.
Dude, Mike's roast beef. What else? It's the triple one. That they
Yeah,
have.
the king.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
It's got my fucking wiener hard.
Yeah, dude.
It's
Encore
so
tried to
good.
buy him. They were like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, because Encore built across the street.
Bang. They were like, come in. We'll give you a nope.
Tom Dustin, Alvin David, and Joe List would take me to Mike's every time I go to, oh my God, get a Pepsi in a
They don't have roast beef sandwiches in New York.
You have a Pepsi in a can?
Oh my God. Like Pepsi in a can?
I fucking love that. I love that meal. But I remember like meeting, like being around you guys and being like, dude, I fucking love it. And then being able to, dude, I tried to get a job at Sirius in 2007 and they were like, go fuck yourself.
Really?
But that got me hired at K-Rock because Robert Cross, shout out Robert Cross. I hope he's still at Sirius after those massive layovers, but he gave my air check tape to Danny at Free FM, which K-Rock turned into Free FM. Opie and Anthony were in the morning. DePaula was in the afternoon.
Yeah.
JP and Elvis and like Radio Chick.
Yeah.
Chuck Nice had a show.
Sure.
All those people. And they were like, we do music on the weekends. They gave me an air check when Sirius was like, we're not hiring.
Yeah.
K-Rock was like, oh, come in. We're looking for overnights, which fucking baby. It's what I did in Tucson.
Man. Yeah.
I fucking lived to do overnights. So they hired me to do overnights on the weekend.
What did you do overnights? What did you do?
I would do 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. on air.
What, you talked?
Yeah, I was like a DJ.
You had a radio show?
Yeah, Soder. I was Soder on
what the
on
fuck?
Free FM and then on WXRK, K-Rock when they brought it back.
It was called what?
WXRK.
No, your show.
Oh, I was just a jock. You
what
didn't
was
have
the
a show.
You didn't say, hey.
No, you just do speed breaks.
Hey, welcome to Dan Soda.
No, not at all. You go, hey, what's up? It's Soder. It's 40 minutes nonstop new rock, 92.3 K-Rock, and that's all you do. Like I remember Nate coming back from a gig, from a Soul Joel gig.
Fat Nate?
Yeah, fat Nate with a fucking Applebee's cut off under a Vandy baseball shirt. And he called me. He's like, dude, fucking say our names on the radio or whatever. And I was like, that was STP. They're playing the Dysfunctional Family Picnic. Nate Bargatze driving back from a gig and the thing. And he called me back. He's like, man, that was so cool. And like I did it with Jay. I gave Jay and Justin Coldplay tickets because they wanted to go as a joke.
Oh, really?
And I fucking got them because I was just like an open micer that was doing check spots. But I was like, I had been doing comedy in Arizona. So when I moved here, I'd already done stand-up.
Right.
But I was like, working at K-Rock. And then I got fired when they switched in 2009. They switched to Top 40.
Top 40. Yeah.
So I was just a waiter, and I was like, man, fuck radio. I was really bitter.
Yeah, but
about
when
it.
you came on my podcast for the first time, I remember telling DeRosa, I'm like, this kid's the shit.
Oh.
He got mad at me.
Yeah.
He hated that I loved you.
Yeah, dude, I remember there was a classic, you know what, dude, episode where Joe, it's like we're in your kitchen and Joe's mad and he goes, oh, he does fucking 3 voices.
Yeah.
That's all. I just remember DeRosa go, every time I do it, he go, 1 of 3. 1 of 3. And you're like, shut up.
But I was like, they're good.
I love Joe DeRosa. I love Joe DeRosa because he introduced me to you.
Yeah.
And then you called me in my old Queens apartment, the one I lived in for fucking 15 years. I was in the kitchen sitting at the table eating, and you called me and you go, I didn't have your number. So I was like, picked it up. You go, it's Robert Kelly. Can you open for me? It's SUNY Binghamton. Or it was like SUNY Delphi or some shit. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, definitely. You go, okay, here's how it's going to work, dude. I'm meeting you after a gig. So you're going to take a bus up there, and then I'll drive you home. And I took the bus.
Yeah.
There was a Subway that had dropped you off.
Yep.
We got Subway, went to some fucking motel.
Yeah.
I was at one end, you were at the other, and then we came out. We both smoked.
Yeah.
And I came outside and you were smoking, and I was like, hey, what's up, man? And we just talked. And then I did the gig, and I got off stage, and you go, you're funny. We'll do this again. And then you drove home. You drove me home, and I told you about my shitty uncle, my dad's half brother.
Yeah.
And you got mad, and it made it like, dude, I can't tell you what that meant to me.
What do you mean?
You got mad at this guy, my half uncle. You got so mad at him. You go, guy's a fucking prick, dude. And you're like smoking. You go, guy's a fucking prick. And then you gave me a little extra money when we got to your house. We got to your house and you go, dude, that was a good job. Here's fucking like 100 extra.
Hang on 1 second. It's not going to happen, Joe.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, he's got it. He's got the money.
Shush.
So I just remember he's good for it.
Shut up.
But he
Fucking Alan today. I'm so happy for you. I'm glad you got the bonfire. Now you can pay more. I was like, ooh.
Whoa, Alan, chill, baby.
Chill, baby.
Baby, you're going to get your money. But what I was saying is that the whole reason I gave that fucking biography was because when Jay and I were finally able to do the bonfire, which took so much finagling and hassling, and like Comedy Central didn't know what they were doing.
Sure.
Sirius wanted us, and I feel like Sirius knew what we were, but they were like trying to get us away from Comedy Central.
Yeah.
So I felt like they were like, maybe, you know. And then Comedy Central was like, we're going to do a show.
Yeah.
We were on Comedy Central for 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah.
And
Can
then
I ask you a question?
Faction Talk.
I have a thing. I heard you got paid $50 a show when you first started.
It was like $100 a show.
And pizza.
No,
Like
it was
food.
just $100.
So you guys said for the love of the game.
Jay didn't have any money. Jay didn't have a contract.
So you're doing it for the
We
love
did
of the game.
6 test shows.
For the love of the game.
We knew what we had.
Okay, but you knew.
Like we did the first test show.
Yeah.
And DJ Lou, who's been there, the best.
And
He's
what'd
a
he say?
fucking genius.
Yeah, he is.
He's a fucking genius.
He really
He's
is.
the greatest engineer in the history of broadcast.
I was telling Norton that today.
He's so good.
I was like, he's so good. He's like, yeah, I don't like when they add. I go, Jim, it's not that. It's part of the joke, or it's a joke by itself. I laugh.
The drops?
I laugh at Lou's drops.
I miss the drops.
They're very funny.
I miss Jay. I miss the crew.
Listen,
I
it's
miss
not-
the drops.
Yeah, it's not. It's over. Listen, the thing is,
You know, I don't know. I heard Radio Andy's looking for a new show, and I might go gay.
Dude, easy.
Just at 5 o'clock. What's up, sisters? I was joking with Jay. I was going to do that. But it was like, man, I knew how much, like when the show was starting, how much Jay was like excited to work at Sirius.
Sure.
Where I was resentful, you know?
Really?
Because I was coming back to radio like, you
Yeah.
fucking pussies. I was so mad.
Yeah.
I was just like, you pieces of shit fired me in 09.
Yeah.
But with Sirius and Comedy Central and with, dude, Jay and Jacob and Christine and Andy Fiore at first, then Black Lou.
Oh yeah, because Andy was there before.
Yeah,
Where
Andy
is
Fiore-
Andy now?
He's still at Sirius. He still works.
Yeah, I saw
in
him
there.
today.
He's doing stand up, but he left for the DePaulo show. DePaulo hired him as like a producer / co-host, and then that show went away. And Andy, you know, was just like, well, we were like, we got Black Lou, dude. Sorry, our black stepdad's way cooler than you ever were. But no, but he, you know, he comes on all.
I love Black Lou.
Black Lou's the man.
He's the best.
I miss all those guys. I miss Sweet Jacob so much. And I was texting Christine, and I'm gonna hang out with Jay, and then I'm supposed to see him and hang out on Thursday. Then he's gonna leave and go do the bonfire. That's gonna be weird as fuck for me, because keep dropping this shit. But what it became was like, after a while, I was like, dude, I think I don't want this to end like O&A. That bummed me out.
This show is.
But I was saying, like, the way it went down.
Yeah, well,
like, I see
that
Jim.
that was people that didn't like each other.
Yeah.
Working,
but they were sticking together for that.
Because together they were amazing.
Unbelievable.
But they didn't like each other. But together they were amazing.
Unbelievable.
So what happened? But with this show, which I found out, I left last Wednesday. I was telling Jay this. Sometimes I would leave O&A, and I love O&A.
Yeah.
But I would leave feeling fucking drained, because it's like you're getting assaulted. You got to fight back. You got to say mean things to other people. You're always in the mix, right?
Yeah.
That whole thing was amazing, but it took a lot.
Yeah.
And it hurt.
I mean, you and Voss, you guys took a lot of abuse.
It was fucking nuts. You know what I mean? But I left last Wednesday after my first week, I was skipping to my car.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun. It's not a...
And credit has to go, honestly, to Jay, because he really does sets the table of, like, I've become so much funnier being around him because of his natural outlook on life.
Sure.
Where he's just like, yeah, man, this is funny.
It's crazy.
And it's like, oh, yeah.
He'll look up after an hour and go, dude, in an hour, dude.
Yeah.
And he's so positive.
Yeah, he's great.
So it's all about fun.
It is. And that show was so much fun, but I was starting to feel drained. I was starting to feel like, I knew when we started, I knew Jay wanted to do this. He said it.
Yeah,
like one time we had to have like a check-in dinner with Comedy Central.
Yeah.
Or lunch. It was always lunch. They were like, we gotta see, we gotta make sure that you guys are all right. They had to check our teeth. Like breeding horses.
But they don't do that. Sirius doesn't do that.
No, Jim McClure's the motherfucking
Jim
man.
McClure is the shit.
He's the motherfucking man.
What a fucking nice guy.
Big Jim and Big Jim Productions are on point. But Comedy Central asked us, they were like, how long do you guys want to do this for? And Jay goes, forever.
Right.
Like, honestly, with the sweetness of a child.
Sure.
He was like, forever. And I went, not that long. I was like, I go, I don't know, but that's a lot. I don't want to do forever.
Yeah.
And it never was like being shitty. It was just kind of like, yeah. And I said it on the bonfire. I thought we were going to do this like 2-3 years.
Yep.
And we did it 8.
8 years, man.
And we got to 8, and I was like, I think I'm good. Like, Jay being the sweetheart he is, at Skankfest South, we were watching Ellis Mania. We were watching the fights or whatever. And Jay and I were smoking a joint. And he like brought up something about the bonfire. And I went, what would you say if like I told you my gas tank's getting a little low on that? And he was like, buddy, you just tell me when, and it'll be cool. And I was like, I called Katie later. Dude, you know me. I'm a people pleaser.
Sure.
That's why you never got mad at me as a headliner.
Yeah, you're corporate Dan.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, a guy in the front row, shout out the dude in the front row of Buffalo Helium, where I was saying on stage, like, I'm really trying to work on not trying to be liked so much.
Yeah.
Because I think it takes away from who I am. I'm like giving myself away in order for people to like me. And I want Jay to like me because I love him.
Yeah.
I love him. He's one of my favorite people on earth. And so I knew that it would hurt him if I left the bonfire.
Right.
So I was racked with anxiety. And then I asked him that at Skankfest, and he was like, yeah, man, I love you. Just tell me when. And dude, I slept that night like a baby.
The first time ever?
Like, dude, I slept so deep that I remember waking up in my hotel confused where I was. I was like, that was a deep sleep.
Well, it's funny. He came to me at JFL.
Yeah.
And he just nonchalantly, we were hanging out doing tummy time.
Yeah. Laying on your tum-tums, watching TV.
Yeah, we're having a great time doing tummy time.
See, that's why you're another perfect fill-in.
So,
you guys can tummy time and talk about the show.
Watching YouTube.
Yeah.
And doing tummy time. And then he said, he goes, would you ever like do the bonfire with me if Dan ever left? Like something like that. And I mean, to me, that's just ridiculous talk, whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, I'll do anything with you. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'd love to work with Jay because Jay, when he came up, I was in that mode of, ego and I'm the shit and I'm doing this and that. And, these younger fucks are coming up, you're all pain in the ass, whatever. And then we kind of fell out a little bit. He went and did his thing. I was over here doing my shit. But then we came back together at some point, and I just realized I'm like, Jay is one of the sweetest dudes I know.
Big sweetie pie.
Just sweet, funny.
Yeah.
I mean, and I've always loved him, but we kind of separated a little bit.
Sure.
And then we got back together, and I love being around the kid.
Yeah.
I love being around him. He makes me laugh. He's always just, I smile. And in my life, in the last couple of years, I'm like, I'm done with people who don't make me smile.
Yeah.
I'm done with taxing people.
Yeah.
I only want to be around people that light up my innards.
Yeah.
And he's one of them.
There you go.
So when he said that, I'm like, dude, I'll fucking do anything with you. But in all honesty,
Yeah, you thought like,
dude, in all honesty, up until a month ago, I was like, this ain't happening.
oh, really?
Dude.
You thought I was bullshitting?
I didn't think you were bullshitting. I just thought that maybe, and I told Dawn this. I go, listen, Dawn, none of this is real. This is, if Dan at any point wants his job back or figures something different out, or
Yeah.
maybe they do this and that and they have you come in for that and this or whatever. This isn't a real thing. This is Dan and Jay's thing. A life of a stand-up comedian's crazy. It's crazy. You're nonstop. You're standing up till dawn. Then you're dreaming about comedy. And then you wake up thinking about comedy. But running yourself into the ground will never work. You need to make sure you're getting a good night's sleep when you can. And that goes for everybody, not just comedians. That goes for everybody. Nurses, teachers, cops. That's where GhostBed can help you. GhostBed mattresses, they're designed with premium materials and a patented cooling feature, which I love. Take advantage of free shipping and a 101-night mattress sleep trial and financing. Get this, starting at $35 a month, you can have a new mattress, and most of the orders ship within 24 hours, so you can start sleeping better this week. Listeners get 40% off all products site-wide. You can get 40% off mattresses, adjustable bases, and bedding accessories, or get 50% off when you bundle a mattress with an adjustable base. Use promo code YKWD at ghostbed.com/YKWD for 40% off site-wide, limited time only. And then when I wound up talking to you, and I was like, oh shit, this is real.
Yeah.
And then I talked to Jay after that, and they're like, no, this is going to happen.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it because I like working with Jay. I want to be home more.
Yeah.
This is kind of a perfect match for me. I want to be able to say no to more shit. My comedy is the best it's ever been. Everything's great because of the special, and I had a resurgent with it. So that's great. And this just came out of the blue.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is great. Until I went in that first day, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't real.
Until you sign on and you hear the new, it's the bonfire with Big Jefferson.
Freaked me
Robert
out.
Kelly dead.
It freaked me out. And I called Jay. I go, listen, Jay, you're so good at this. You're so that. And I don't know Jacob and I know them, but I don't know them like you. And he's like, dude, couple weeks, a month, your shoulders are going to drop. Everybody's cool. Everybody loves you. And those guys have been fucking great.
Yeah. They're the
Because
crew.
if they weren't all on board, it wouldn't work.
The reason I knew when I finally told Jay, because we talked about it at Skankfest, but then one day after we did like Tuesday shows and we were outside, and dude, I had spent like 5 sessions with Alan, being like, how do I say it? He goes, you just do it. Yeah. Just tell him. Expect a reaction. Why you expect him to understand? You know how Alan is.
Sure.
You should expect that. And finally, I was just like, Jay, dude, I think at the end of this contract, it was in May. I go, I think in March, I think I'm done. And he was like, you sure? He goes, all right, well, you got time, so you can think about it.
He's the greatest.
And it really just became this thing of like, I went through a lot of cycles of being like, should I fucking do this? And honestly, at the end of the day, since I've left and stuff, it's still scary.
Yeah.
But that's...
How do you feel? Are there moments where you're like, dude, I fucked up?
Close. It gets close to that. It gets close to like, shit, what did I do?
Yeah.
I just built a thing and then I walked away from it. But then there's part of me that's like, I didn't walk away I had my reasons. My reasons were like, I know how good I want to be at stand-up and I'm nowhere near there.
Right.
So I need to go do something that scares the fuck out of me.
Sure.
And just go live on the road and just like write and just come up with like, You know, everyone's got YouTube specials now. I need a YouTube special. I need 2 YouTube specials. I need and I want to start putting out 15-minute sets that are filmed beautifully because you can do that now on the fly. You could film a nice set.
What are you going to do? So you're done with podcasting, done with
for the time being, you know, I would probably say, well, dude, you have to do something.
I'm kidding,
now.
dude.
I know.
When are you and Shane doing the podcast? When does Shane and your podcast start?
We're gonna do moon cycles. Shane and I do something super hippie.
When does Dano and Shano start?
Dan and Shane's secret podcast.
Yeah, when does that happen?
I think the next thing I do will be like
Will Sylvince. You and Will Sylvince?
Why are you just explaining things to Will? I think the next thing I
why you talk like that?
I think the next thing will be something like this, where it's like, you know, kind of one-on-one.
By yourself.
I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. All I know is that there's this like.
You just looked up.
No, I was burping. I was gonna burp, and then stop it. I get gassy when I get nervous. I don't know what I want to do. Yeah. I know I just know that I want to go get.
Now, are you going to
stand up? I just want to get better at stand up.
But what about TV? Now, Billions is coming back.
Billions is ending.
When are you starting to film?
We're almost done.
You're almost done. You're filming now.
Yeah, they're filming the last season now, and I'm filming. You know, I don't want to give anything away.
Yeah,
I'll be filming coming up, but
you're in it.
Yeah, it's coming to an end.
You don't die though.
No one dies in Billions. You just lose your money.
Okay, now are you?
I don't know what's gonna.
Because they got trillions.
Yeah, they got kajillions, millions.
They got cents. Are you going to be on cents?
Probably not.
I'll
probably in bucks.
You're going to be in bucks?
Bucks.
Hundreds?
In loose change.
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
Is a spinoff coming off with the old Soder?
No. We're writing that cartoon right now that I had at with the WWE and NBC. So we're writing
get an audition.
I mean, if I told Jay, I was like, if you think I'm not writing you a role, you're an idiot.
Jay?
Well, Jay first, and then you.
Why Jay first?
Because I left the show.
Yeah, but I
left the show to do this show.
You wouldn't have had the show.
True.
You'd still be slinging guacamole.
Well, I got to get. All right, I'll write you a role. No, we already had. I already talked to you about a role when we came up with the idea.
No, dude, no. Listen, that's the worst when you come up with something and everybody's like, "Dude, what's in it for me?"
Yeah, but it's I honestly felt like
Voss wants to do comedy camp. I'm like, you're 65. You're a liability. I can't get insurance.
Yeah, don't come.
I'm not bringing a fucking 65-year-old Jew up the top of a mountain.
Yeah, the only way you're gonna find him is with one of those fucking metal detectors because of all his rings.
Yeah, he's gonna try to bring his golf clubs.
What do you mean? I lost a ring. We gotta stay up here and find it.
I gotta call Bonnie.
You go. The storm's coming in.
Yeah, he brings Rainer up. She just makes everybody feel shitty and trashes us.
She's smarter than everybody. She's coded your website to make you look like an asshole. Yeah, but it is a thing of
it hurts.
It just feels weird as
shit.
It feels weird as shit, but it also is very exciting. And it
must be the golden handcuffs are off you.
It just feels like
and you get to go and be something or go and do stuff that you don't know what it is.
I just have had a lot more energy in my stand.
Yeah.
I've just been like, you guys want to fuck around? I'm like doing shit on stage that I would never have done before because I'm like, I'm figuring it out. This is fun.
And the fans still love you.
Dude, they have been incredible.
Yeah.
They have been fucking incredible. They have understood it on a level that I did not expect, where they were like, hey, man, we love you.
Yep.
We'll see what you got next.
Yep.
We'll be there for that.
Yep.
Good luck.
Right.
Has been 80% of that. 80 to 85% of it.
It's a lot.
It is. And then there has been people that are very upset and like, fuck you. What are you doing? Put something out right now. Why don't you have anything? And those you're like, all right, I don't think you really do.
I haven't looked at anything.
Yeah, I've been looking, Twitter I read when I'm taking a dump.
Yeah.
And positive with you. They're like,
yeah,
I'm sad to see Dan Soder go, but love that Robert Kelly's stepping in.
Yeah, we're having a good time, man.
It's going to be, listen, man.
I'm having a good time with Jay.
This show.
And the boys and the girl.
That show, The Bonfire, wasn't me and Jay. It was me, Jay, Jacob, Christine, Lou, Black Lou.
I learned that the first day. I went, oh my God. And you know where I learned that from? Mike Calta.
Yeah.
Has a very similar set.
Oh, dude, he's got Spanish. He's got Carmen.
It's a sitcom cast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're the new Daryl. Darren. Who was the one on I Dream of Jeannie?
I'm Christy Alley.
Okay.
I don't want to be Darren.
Oh, okay.
I'm Christy Alley.
Wait, so I am
you are, yeah.
What's her name? The blonde one.
Yep.
What was her name? Why can't we think?
If I had a producer that had any fingers or speed, he'd tell us.
Yeah, you gotta fire your producers, dude.
I can't.
You're Christy Alley. I am.
I'm Christy Alley. You're
This is bugging the shit out
Barbara
of me.
Eden.
Shelley Long.
Barbara Eden.
Barbara Eden.
Do me a
You're fine.
favor.
Go away.
I'm gonna throw a W at you.
Go away. You're done. You're fucking
Barbara-
done here.
Who the fuck is Barbara Eden?
I don't even know.
It's on I Dream of Jeannie.
No. Oh.
That's the other.
We're talking about Cheers now. We switched to Cheers. This is old man talk.
So you're getting married,
Yeah.
and it must feel great that you can just spend Mondays and Tuesday nights with your chick.
Yeah.
Right?
I would make sure I would take off like Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights when I was on the road. So I do Tuesdays, Wednesdays at home.
Yeah, but it must be great that you're just home at that hour.
We're freaking out about that.
Why?
Like today we were like, we were doing something today, and I was like, oh, it's fucking 4:30.
Yeah,
And she goes, what? I go, I should be at Sirius right now.
yeah.
She was like, that's weird. And I was like, she's like, but she understood. She goes, yeah, your body's trained for 8 years to be like, you're fucking, you know, I started being like, I started doing voices and shit at 5 p.m. She's like, oh, fuck this guy again. But it's crazy. It's so weird because it's like, it feels like I graduated high school.
Right.
That's what the same feeling
Right.
where you're like, the high school's still there.
Yeah.
People are still there.
Yeah. And
They still got Smoky Hill Pride.
I'm stupid. I got to go back to high school.
Yeah, but you're
Hey.
back to school.
Yeah.
We're all gonna get laid. I found a way to do Dangerfield. But it is like what's crazy is when you and I spoke, because we spoke a lot about like you coming in and taking over the show with Jay. It was crazy because everything I was saying I wanted to do to leave was what you were saying you wanted to not do to go on the show.
Sure.
So you were going like, dude, I want to see my kid and my wife more.
Yeah.
So I want to have a show, a radio show. I don't want to be on the road as much.
Yep.
I just want to, you know, and I was like, I want to go on the road. I just want to go on the fucking road and just do stand up.
You know how weird it is for me today
Yeah.
when I went to Jim and Sam. I've been going there for 15 years?
Oh yeah. Now you check yourself in.
Like I came in and checked myself
Yeah,
in.
you just walk to the studio.
I'm an employee.
Yeah. It's going to be weird when I come back and see you guys.
Yeah.
That first time,
When you have to go downstairs,
where I have to go and check in,
You have to
and then
do
I have to
the-
wait in the lobby for Black Lou to come get
I'll
me.
come get you.
Come get me.
I'll come get you, baby.
Yeah, you come. Well, you're going to be on air.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So unless I'm there with the whole show, you're going to be on air the whole time. So
You'll
gotta
be there
stay-
the whole show.
you gotta
You're
stay-
going to come back and be with me. You're going to guest host with me.
I'll guest host with anybody, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll come
let's
back
not-
to the old
let's
high
not get
school.
carried away. I mean, I don't want you around too much.
I'll wear my Letterman jacket with the big B on it, with the orange B.
Yeah. Dude, you're going to do so much great shit.
I really have to say, man, like I can't tell you something that made me sad about it was really being like, man, this was great.
Right.
Like I look stupid because I'm leaving a great thing, but I know my reasons and I believe in my reasons, but I also am like, man, this is cool.
Yeah.
It was just cool to see, just cool to make something like that.
Yeah.
And be like, man, our fan base got it. You know,
Yeah.
it was like knowing, I remember fucking hanging out with Jay in like 2007. I used to open for Jay too. I opened for you, I opened for him.
Yeah.
And I remember Jay being like, how much he loves Stern. He like knows everything Stern's ever done. And it was so cool to be like, hey man, you're working at Sirius. I said that to him before I left. I go, you have a fucking job at Sirius, but more than importantly, you have an important show at Sirius.
He's one of the funniest people on Sirius.
And it's
Like I'm working with him
Yeah.
these last week. Jay is so fast.
I
I knew he was funny, dude. I know he's
Yeah.
funny. But being across from him, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, dude, I skipped back to my car last Wednesday.
It's fun.
I called my wife. I'm like, Dawn, that was great.
Yeah.
I had such a good time.
And it is like, it's just one of those nice things where it's like, I get to walk away with everyone winning,
Yeah.
which is a very fucking rare situation. You never get to do that.
It's almost never happened.
Almost never happens.
No.
And I got to walk away being like, it's still going.
Yeah.
Bobby's in. Jay's fucking going. You guys are locked in.
Yeah.
Later. And I get to go on the road, and our fans aren't like Judas, you know? They're not.
Because
They're
you're
like,
not.
No, they're like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm bummed you're gone.
Dude, you guys created a great fan base. I
Yeah.
really have. And it's like today, I when I left after 2 shows, I'm like, that's it.
Yeah. It feels like that. And honestly, dude,
Yeah.
it felt like that after 8 years.
Yeah.
Jay and I would do 2 shows, and you're like, we'd just be outside after the show, like, oh, fuck.
It's weird because I would hang out with you
Yeah.
out in front, see you all out front, and I would pull up. Now I'm out there.
Yeah.
with my cigars. I got little cigars.
I love it.
So
Little
I can be.
cigarillos.
And me and Jay are walking to the store together.
Oh yeah, you go to Starbucks, you find out where there's 2 dunks by you.
Dude.
I'll tell you everything, dude. I miss that bacon ranch pizza.
Fucking disgusting.
It's actually not that good, but I love
It's
it.
gross.
But it is good.
It has a sauce.
I know. It's got fucking old ranch on it.
So now I want to know a couple things. What's your favorite? Tell me your favorite guest
Of all time on
of
the
all
bonfire?
time. Yeah.
Fuck. We've had some great ones.
Tell me a couple.
Ali Sadiq.
What?
Ali Sadiq is one of my favorite guests we've ever
Why?
had because he just came in and fucking got it. He just walked in. We barely knew him. He fucking got in the pocket and just would rip. Tony Roberts. Unbelievable.
Tony Roberts, the
black comic?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the giant guy.
No, you're thinking of Tony Robbins.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Tony Roberts, another guy that's like, John Popper gave me his harmonica. There's just been moments.
He did?
Yeah, like little Kim was walking by and we got her to come in and do a squat photo with us. And it was
how did you do that?
You'll see. Jay just does it.
Okay.
Jay's just like a magic at that. He's like, Black Luke, go see if they want to do this. And then they come in. Jay has no problems about that, but we always say the same thing. We act like we want them in, and then they come in and you're like, ooh. But it was, I mean, dude, there were moments where it's like, I have on record cry laughing in my phone. I have them clipped because I'd tell DJ Lou, like, hey, can you clip that and send it to me? So I just have it in my phone of like commercial reads where Jay and I were making each other laugh. Or like,
am I bombing on those?
It's
I had a Hulu read yesterday.
Yeah, dude. Hulu.
And Jay was like, hey, man. He literally went, yeah, you gotta work those out. They're tough at the beginning. He was giving me some weird pep talk.
We had one where like we were making fun of Welch's grape juice, and it got back to them, and they got so mad.
Oh, really?
We had one where we made fun of Uber, where we were like, Uber sent us reads, and they were like, improv these, and we were like, I don't think you want us to do that. And we were talking about stealing kids and driving them over state borders, and they wrote us an email that was like, what the fuck were you guys talking about? They're like, we do not condone kidnapping of any kind. And they like got legitimately mad at us in a way that I was like, damn, this is fun. It's fun because Sirius doesn't think you're the best.
Yeah.
So they leave you alone.
Right.
And it is so fun.
Oh, good.
And the live shows rule. Wait till you see Jacob on a live show. Wait till you see that motherfucker.
But what is the live show?
Live bonfires, dude. We do them at the Village Underground when it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Do a live in Austin at Moon Tower. I know you guys are doing Moon
We're
Tower.
not doing it.
I know, because I think it's too new. But they're gonna get you a white cowboy suit, baby. You got to go to Al's Boots, something like that.
What?
Dude, you go to a cowboy fit.
Yeah, I'm so sad we're not doing it.
Dude, you'll go.
I thought we were doing it.
Well, they didn't fly the crew down there. That's what happened because Jacob gets into it. Dude, Jacob on a live show.
I really like Jacob, man.
Jacob kills every live show we've ever had.
He makes me laugh.
Yeah, he's the best. And then DJ Lou with like the drops he comes up with for the live shows. Christine organizes like a motherfucker.
Don't start crying. Well, you're going to be married this year.
I think 2024.
Oh, you really? You wait?
Yeah.
24. You're going to get married. You're gonna write some stuff. You're going to do stand up. You got a lot of stuff going on. It's a very crazy. It's crazy, but it's good crazy.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's definitely like, but it's also fun as fuck. Like Ari was like, "What are you doing this weekend?" You know, I was like in Vancouver doing shows, and he's like, "Do you have anything the day before?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Come out to Seattle and open for me."
Yeah. And
I went out to Seattle, the historic Moore Theater, got to open for Ari, and then we drove up to Vancouver, and I was like, "This is the shit I was talking about."
Yeah.
Just like
Can't do that with the bonfire.
no, but I went and did Toronto on a Wednesday. I did 2
Yeah.
shows on a Wednesday, and was like, it's a show, and then I'll do my weekend.
You can do whatever you want.
Whatever I want.
You can do whatever you want. You have freedom.
Yeah.
You need a little freedom. You need a little freedom to grow as a comedian.
Yeah. That's
as a performer.
yeah.
Now you're as a husband, a fiance.
A partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dog's happy that I'm around a little bit more now during the days.
Yeah. It's good, man. I mean, I'm it's
Dude, you guys are gonna be fucking phenomenal.
yeah. No, we're having fun, man. I told Dawn, I was talking to her, I go, all I'm doing is I'm going to have fun.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm just going in to have fun with Jay.
Yeah.
And that's all.
exactly it.
That's it.
And it really is like
It's weird where I'm at in life right now. I wouldn't have been able to do this 2 years ago.
yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to do it. I wasn't there.
But that's what I'm saying. Everything happens for a reason.
It's a weird thing that I got the surgery. I got my head together. I've done a lot of things in the last couple of years.
And now you get to enjoy it.
And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is weird. Like,
and what's weird is I'm like, I like go in my head to be like, who's mad at me for leaving the bonfire? Because that's what my brain does all the time.
yeah.
Who's mad at me? I'm always like, someone's mad at me. I suck. I'm mad at me. Someone else is mad at me.
Right.
Who's mad at me? And I keep being like, who's mad at me? And I'm like, no one really. No one that I love.
Nobody is.
No one that I love is mad at me.
No.
Everyone's pretty happy.
Yeah.
I can imagine there's feelings. Like, I'm sure Jay is upset. Like, Jay and I have talked on the phone, and he's like, do you miss it? I'm like, yeah, dude, I miss you. I miss you like a motherfucker.
Right.
I was like, I miss hanging out with you. And Jay was honest with me. He's like, that's the thing I'm sad about is I'm not going to see you as much.
Yep.
Just because he's not. Because we're not.
Yeah.
And I called, we were on the phone a couple days ago, and he goes, so this is it? We're just funny in private now? And I go, have me on as a guest, motherfucker. I got live dates to plug.
Yeah.
But it's like, I have this feeling of like, I'm waiting to see who's mad at me. And then when I go through my mental checklist and no one's mad at me, you know what it feels like? When you look at the clock and you have 3 more hours to sleep.
Right.
You know, when you look and you go, I got 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's how I feel right now. Where I'm like, who's mad at me? Oh,
Yeah.
I got all this time.
That was probably the worst analogy I've ever
That was
done.
terrible, right?
I
Can we
mean,
edit that?
shit.
Can we edit
No,
that?
please.
No, I'm
don't edit
gonna
that.
say fuck.
I don't even know.
Fuck cunt.
I mean,
fuck
wow.
cunt shit
Yeah.
piss.
Yeah, it's my
Fucking
podcast.
dildo
Demonetize it all you want. That's
cunt.
staying
Shit
in.
piss
Yeah,
cunt.
say
fuck.
the N-word. I don't care.
I don't do that.
Good. You better back off.
I don't say the word no. See what I
No.
did there?
Well, Dan, it's a new stage of your life. I mean, it's weird because it's a new stage of my life, too. It's
Yeah.
a new stage of Jay's life. A lot of people's lives are changing.
Can I tell you, you've made it easier for me?
Why is that?
Because you're you and you're my older brother.
Yeah.
It's like my 2 older brothers are doing a show, and I can just talk to you guys.
Yeah.
And I don't have to be it because I think that's what drives people crazy is silence or not communicating.
100%.
And you just eat your own brain.
Yeah.
And I can call Jay and be like, dude, I got to hang. You know, and he's like, let's hang. I can call you and be like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Or you call me.
I call you. I
Yeah.
call Jay.
Yeah. And I love it. I love the communication, and I love like
I'm still waiting. I'm just, Jay is so great, but I'm still waiting for Yari to come up. Hey, Jay's going through, Jay's not, like she's gonna, like I'm waiting for him to go, hey man, I don't know if this is happening. Like, you know what I mean?
oh, like he's having a hard time with it.
No, like, like, hey man, I don't know if this is gonna work out. I'm gonna,
Oh, you think he's gonna be like, hey,
Yeah,
we gave it a shot.
yeah, dude, I'm gonna do Josh Mondays and
Justin on Wednesday.
Justy's on Wednesday, DeRosa's on Tuesdays. And
Yeah,
if you want to do Wednesday, you know what I mean?
it's perfect.
Yeah.
You're fucking in, and it's gonna be like he even nailed it. Your shoulders are gonna drop, and you're just gonna be like,
Like part of me thinks that this is an elaborate plan
mm-hmm.
for you to just get away for a year, and then you like
come
dude,
back, and I'm like, Jay, take me back.
No, it's like you guys plan this out, dude. You leave for a year, we'll put Bobby in. He'll come in. We'll put him in. We'll do the 9-month thing. You come back in 9 months, do your thing,
Let me fucking...
and then you come back in and we'll whip it out.
Jay said he had a nightmare. He was like, dude, I was having nightmares that you were like, hey, I'm like, because they got your contract taken care of.
Sure.
And he started having nightmares. So I was like, hey, I want back in.
Yeah.
Just be like, I'm like, dude, you know how hard it was for me to fucking tell
Yeah.
everybody that I wanted out?
Yeah. Well, it's hard. It was hard for me too when it became real. But
Yeah.
I mean, now it's not.
Now it's easy.
Now you're out, dude. You're gone. See ya.
And I'm over here winning 6 p.m. Rocket League tournaments. So see me there on the PS.
We got questions for you, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I got questions for you.
Yo,
You know,
can I order food real quick?
What?
Can I order food before this place closes?
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
What's this? What is this?
Calling me Abby.
What is this over here?
Do you want, I'm going to do the...
Where's the questions?
Hold on, I'm going to do... You look at the questions, I'm going to do this call publicly.
The last page?
What is the other page?
Those are the monologues.
Oh, this guy wants us to... He brings monologues every week. He wants me to act with all the people.
Hi, can I put an order in for pickup?
Yeah, sure. What's your name?
Can I get an order of gyoza?
Oh, boy. Dumplings.
Pork gyoza, right?
Yeah, pork gyoza.
Fried?
Sweet potato tempura roll.
That's good.
Broadway roll. Can I get a Philadelphia roll? And a dragon roll.
With the eel.
And then 2 Thai iced teas.
Jesus Christ. That's a lot of calories. Who's that for?
And that, actually, I'm gonna do and a Coke
Who you
or a
Any code 1?
2 Cokes.
Code 2 iced tea, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. Anything else?
No, it's gonna be it.
Okay. May I get your phone number just in case?
you fucked us.
Hold on, can you guys mute it?
No, we don't mute. I ain't mute. It's a live pod.
Yeah, I'll be there in about 20 minutes.
Okay. Oh, you called earlier.
Yeah, I called earlier.
Oh, okay. I know. Okay. I'm gonna wait for you.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Number 1, Dan Soder, nice guy.
You really are. That sounds like you do.
I'm gonna start streaming video games. Number 1, nice guy.
Who'd you order for?
Come on.
Is that for you and
Yeah, I'm taking it back to the lady.
lady?
They have good sushi around the corner at me.
Really?
Yeah, Liz turned me onto it, and
Right around the corner.
fucking good, dude.
You hear the Comedy Cellar bought the McDonald's?
Are you serious?
They bought the McDonald's.
Are you fucking with me?
They're opening a new Comedy Cellar at the McDonald's, like a theater type of thing, small theater. Yeah, it's happening. It's done.
But this is still cool, right? The main
They're going to
room.
have 5 clubs.
That's crazy.
You're going to have the Comedy Cellar, OG, Comedy Cellar VU, Comedy Cellar Puss, Comedy Cellar Bar,
and
and the Comedy
McDonald's.
Cellar Theater.
Colin Quinn always would, whenever I'd see him, he'd be like, at the Village Underground, he'd always go, you know the McDonald's from outside, world famous from World Star Hip Hop fights. I always loved it.
It's a Comedy Cellar.
That's crazy.
And there's going to be a brand new podcast studio.
Woo!
in the basement. So there you go.
Ooh, might see a regs. Did you see the tweet where someone, I don't know if it was a tweet or on Scrim, someone was like, Bobby should, on the Christmas episode, replace Soder with Big J. I, was like, dude, I genuinely was like, dude, that's fucking hilarious.
It would never happen.
It would be very funny.
I would never do that. Unless you want to cancel, you want to quit my show too.
Dog, I never walk away from you. No, what?
We should do a regs. Like once a month.
Yeah, dude, I got nothing but
Let's
time.
do it and spend. We'll just split the money.
Yeah, me, you, Lewis, and Joe.
That's it. Once a month. If you guys
100%.
want that, let us know.
Bring the regs back, dude.
All right, ready? This is from Mike Hunt. This is not going to be good.
Mike Hunt. All right, let Mike. Sorry, gotta take my analogy out and I'll say it.
Mike Hunt.
Mike Hunt. I knew a kid named Mike Hunt in my middle
did?
school. Could fight like a motherfucker.
Wow.
Always wore this dirty ass Chiefs starter jacket. And then light skinned dude just beat the light skinned guy beat the shit out of people.
Really?
I mean, beat the shit out of people where you're like, damn, you grew up with the name Mike Hunt.
Ready? Dan,
Hi.
congratulations on the engagement.
Thank you.
Thanks for all the years on the bonfire.
You're welcome.
You're the man.
Thanks.
Bobby, you have been amazing with Jay, and I can't wait for what's next.
All right.
Dan, that's the question.
Okay.
Thank you for that, Mike Hunt.
Yeah, sir.
Dan, if you and Katie had to have a roommate forever, would you rather have Joe or Sarah, Mike, Katie, or Jay or Christine?
Mike Vecchione.
Really?
Mike and Katie.
Mike and Katie.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to throw me and Don in the mix.
We don't really know. I don't really know about your home life too much. I don't really know how. I know how Mike moves domestically. I lived with Vecchione for 10 years. I love Katie Hannigan. Katie and Katie
Don
are friends.
cooks.
Dude, Katie Hannigan, Mike Vecchione's
Don't say it.
girlfriend.
Don't say it.
Dude, it was so funny. What?
Don't say she cooks better than Don.
No. I'm sure. Dude, Don's American.
Chop suey.
Oh my God. So good. Dude, we were watching Cheer. It was like a show on Netflix called Cheer about cheerleaders or whatever. And they, in the beginning of the show, they say like, hey, in this town with this small community college, they have like a great cheerleading squad. They have a fruitcake factory where they make fruitcake. It's like this town in Texas, right?
That's where Norton works.
Dude, Katie Hannigan was late.
Yeah.
Vecchione, my Katie and I are all watching this show.
Right.
And Katie comes home after spots. Katie Hannigan comes home and she's like, this is when Vecchione and I are living together in Queens before the pandemic.
Yep.
Drops her bag off, comes and sits on the couch. We're all making fun of this cheerleading show or whatever. And Katie goes, talk about sending them back to the fruitcake factory. My Katie and Katie Hannigan doesn't really know her at that point. And she's like looks like, who's this homophobe? Just thinking that she's making fun of these gay kids on the show. And we had to be like, pause. No. There is a fruitcake factory in the town. And watching her explain it and Katie being like, Okay, good. All right. I didn't know. It was so funny.
I love
watching her be like, what the fuck?
Your girl's from Boston, right?
Yeah, she's like, fucking Fruitcake Factory.
Yeah,
funny.
the accent sounds like it's
It
so
was
funny.
so fucking funny.
All right, check it out. So you picked Mike and Katie.
Yeah.
All right.
I've done the time. I know how Vecchione lives.
You do.
Yeah.
How was it like?
Great. It's the best
Regimented?
roommate. Yeah, dude. It's
Really?
Like, yeah, it's like living with a World War II veteran. Everything's tidy.
He just sits on when the sun starts to go down. He's on the front porch on a fold-out chair.
Oh, yes.
Really?
I'm not joking. He used to take one of my wrestling fold-out chairs that I got from a wrestling pay-per-view and just go sit on our stoop.
I
It was
love him.
beautiful.
All right, ready? This is from Lou.
Okay.
If you could remake, like a movie, a famous comedy special, whose would you do?
What do you mean? Like
If you could remake a comedy, like a movie.
if would I cover it?
Yeah.
Like cover a stand-up special?
Yeah, famous comedy special.
For easily, Killing Him Softly, Dave Chappelle.
No shit.
It's my favorite hour easily.
Really?
Not even like a close second. I know that thing front and back. I love that fucking hour.
Wow.
I would listen to it on a CD. I had it on tape. I fucking loved Chappelle's Killing Him Softly.
Wow, all right.
2001. Made me want to do
All
stand-up.
right. I thought Just the Tip had something to do with
Just a
something.
Tip was great.
I didn't know that.
It was great.
Yeah, it's a great album.
Live from the Village Underground.
Remember you guys came to that? Can I tell you one of my regrets in life?
What?
I didn't have Lewis open for me.
Yeah.
I should have had all three of you go up. I should have all you three knuckleheads, and I should have when I got you guys and we were doing the regs all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was. I was so.
None of us did.
Here's the thing. I'm a comic. I'm not a podcaster. I did podcasting because I liked it, and I wanted to suck my fans that liked me from O&A.
Yeah.
I wanted to build a better fan base for me.
Totally.
And then you guys came along. I'm like, these guys are fucking great.
Yeah.
But I wish that on my special I had you guys in it.
Oh, that would have been phenomenal.
I fucked up.
Live at the Village Underground. Though. By the way, go watch that set. It is Bobby fucking crushes.
It's on Amazon.
Oh my God. Live from the Village Underground. Go watch it.
Bend over.
No.
This is the guy's name.
Okay. I'm working on standing up for myself.
You know, that's why you lift the ball.
Yeah, I gotta start standing up for myself.
Tell us the first time you busted a nut. I mean, I was gonna take offense to this.
I
a good
remember
question.
I used to, because I didn't like jerk off like this
Yeah.
until I was like 13.
How'd you jerk off?
I would wrap boxers around my dick and then I would fuck it till I came on the couch. I'd dry hump my couch till I came
What?
in like boxers. I'm like, I'd just bust inside. I'd give my Target 3-pack Hanes cream pies
I remember I used
and I busted to a Shannon Tweed movie.
to jerk off with my friend.
Yeah, that's weird. How are you making that weird? I was fucking boxers. And you're like, I jerked off with a dude. You're weird.
We were young, but I didn't have any stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought just the saliva
Yeah.
formed like a foam.
Yeah.
And I was like, I came too. And it was just the white stuff from the saliva, from the friction.
Yeah, you wanted to show you were a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I remember the
wasn't-
first time I busted, I was like, what is this?
I think the first time I busted was in a chick.
All right.
And she spit it out on my jacket. It was gross.
Dude, the first blowjob.
Maybe that's why I hate jizz so much. From that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That just hard experience.
Dude, the first blowjob I ever got, I was like, whoa, what is this? It was like she was sucking the soul out of me. I was like, and
Yeah,
busted. And then she fucking opened a little, came out of my belly, and I was like, hey! But I was like hairless at the time because I was like fucking 15. I was like, ah!
Yeah. Yeah, the first blowjob was
Shout out.
amazing. Shout out who?
Lauren,
Yeah.
I hope you're safe.
I'm going to shout out Kimber, the White Lion from Lincoln Junior High.
Shout out Tiggs.
Love you. She might not be alive. You ready?
Tiggs, I hope you're cool.
Cyan Z Rage.
Okay. Scions the Rage.
Cyan Z Rage. How long has Dan been on Fighter and the Kid subreddit?
Oh, there you go. They're going for trolls. Everyone looks at subreddits.
What
dude.
is that?
It's a subreddit on. It's
I don't go to Reddit.
Oh, it's like a place where they bash Brendan Schaub's podcast.
Oh, really?
Well, comics. All the comics have, because when you hear about it, you're like, there's this whole subreddit like bashing all the LA comics, and you're like, let me take a look at that.
Oh, really?
Every besides Bobby, all the younger folks, not the old folks home, all the young folks have gone and looked because it's like a spectacle.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I looked a couple times during the pandemic,
Yeah.
and then I was like, That would suck if I were in his position. I always thought that like
Dude,
that would fucking suck.
I don't go to that shit at all. I just get.
I used to go to the O. You never used to go to the O&A subreddit?
No, are you fucking nuts?
Dude, O&A
I
subreddit.
had to deal with Jim Norton calling me fat. You think I want
Oh, dude.
19 other people calling me fat?
I used to go to the O&A subreddit when I would.
It's bad.
When I first got on O&A.
Yeah.
I went on the subreddit and there was like nice things. They were like, all right, Soder's doing well on the show. I made Anthony laugh a lot one show and they're like, great. And then it turned. And when it turned, boy, oh boy, suicide hotline. I was like, damn, dude, I might fucking do it right here in the bathroom. Vecchio's going to have to pick my dumb body out of the bathtub.
I remember Lewis told me, he goes, the Reddit thing. I go, should I go to Reddit? He goes, Bobby, I've never seen Lewis this series. He goes, Bobby, you should never go to Reddit.
He's right. He's right, because the times I have checked in, I'm like there's a bonfire subreddit, and I'm like, you know what? Just for my mental health, I don't go near that.
No, he meant for me.
Yeah, but I mean like.
He was like this, Bobby.
Dude. I did the
like
dumb.
apparently.
I was on a plane.
Yeah.
And you can search your name from the comments. And I don't know why, but I was like, I'm going to search my name. Dude, I was depressed.
Wow.
It fucked me up for real in a way where I was like, dude, I suck at life for like 2 or 3. Because you're finding stuff that, by the way, not that mean. It's just the way it hits.
Yeah.
Where they're like, I don't think he's funny. And you're like,
That's what I say.
I know. It's like your brain's talking back to you. But Fighter and the Kids subreddit was like a place where everyone was like, oh, they're shitting on Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen.
Right.
And you'd be like, oh, really? And you go look, and then another comic would talk about it, and you're like, I looked at that place, And then there was some shit going on with Annie Letterman, who we both love, that I went and read the Reddit because I was like, it was like gossip. It's like,
really?
Yeah, it's like
what'd they say about her?
There was like her and Schaub had a problem.
Oh, really? Oh, the thing.
Yeah, where I guess.
I heard about that.
Yeah, everyone heard about it. You just got to go to the place where you read it and you fill in, and you're like, okay, just some homeless cats. That's what they call themselves. They're just sitting there.
I don't know, man.
It's just PF Chang's.
It's what it is.
But I realized like I wouldn't want that. Like that would suck so bad if you found out 100,000 or like.
Have you ever been doing a show and in the audience you see like 3 young guys standing like this,
and you just know they're gonna go talk shit about you on the internet,
and they're just like they're like, and in my head I see them going, yeah, he's not Billy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I almost want to go, fuck you.
It's so crazy you say that.
Yeah.
Because I never thought. I look up to you. You're like my older brother. But I never thought, oh, yeah, Bill Burr's your friend.
Yeah.
Dane Cook's your friend.
Yeah.
Like I have like,
yeah,
in my
Louis
head,
C.K. is my friend.
Louis C.K.
Yeah, Patrice was my friend.
Yeah, Patrice.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him and I'm watching them being like, he's no Norman. He's no Shane Gillis. He's no Big J. And you're like,
yeah,
which I'm not, But
Yeah.
it's also like but everyone goes through that.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know.
Well, who? Yeah, everybody goes through that.
Everybody goes through
but people like us will admit it.
Yeah.
Other people immediately bury it, and just it goes away.
That's what I want to get away from.
Well, because we don't have ego. A lot of guys deal with ego and like narcissism, where we deal with confidence and self-esteem because we're always trying to be real.
Yeah.
We're going to Allen. We're trying to deal with our shit. And when you don't,
exhausting.
Yeah, dude. When you live in a real life like that, you're faced with your own shit.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. Like those guys that talk shit, are funny.
What do you mean?
They're funny.
Look,
like they say fun. People have talked shit about me, and I've been like, that's objectively funny.
Of course.
Like they get me, and I'm like, God damn, that was a good one.
It's a good one, but then you get a good one. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay, now I don't like it.
Yeah.
And
uncle.
No, that was good. That was good. Ow, 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 ow.
You're hurting me. You're hurting me. Yeah.
Yeah, one guy said.
You can only take too much.
One guy said about the bonfire, he goes, this is my 9/11. And I almost hit the floor. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, my God, man.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That is funny. There was people, there was like tweets I saw that were like, guessing what I was going to do and like that stuff. And you're like, that's so funny. And it's like, man, it was so hard to leave.
Yeah.
That stuff I don't even pay attention to because I'm still like.
Still dealing with.
I miss my guys.
Yeah.
I miss my buddies.
Yeah, those are my.
I miss the
those
fans.
Are my guys now.
Well, don't forget who forged them in fire. I'm just gonna say, You know, come back. Tell
No,
Jake-
dude,
tell Jake-
listen.
tell Jacob I miss him.
Listen, no, Jacob's not allowed to talk to you anymore.
Okay.
I
Okay.
no. I mean, listen, bro. They miss you. They love you. I
Yeah.
mean, you could see it in their eyes. The first couple days,
Yeah.
you know, it was weird because it was like, huh,
Yeah.
and then like day 5, like, ha,
Yeah.
okay.
But I
You know?
promise you,
Yeah.
and I knew this, and I told you this on the phone. Within a month, they're gonna be like,
The most important thing I think, for Jay, is that the show goes on,
yeah,
and it keeps happening.
yeah,
I think that's what Jay is the most important thing to him, and to me too.
Yeah.
I am there to facilitate a fun time for a couple hours with Big Jay Okerson and the crew.
There it
That's it. And you know, you will be missed, but I'm so excited for what you're gonna do, bro. You're gonna kill it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be doing so much crazy shit, and it's all. This is what I'm glad we're finally doing.
yeah,
What LA Comics did.
yeah.
We're
I mean,
helping
dude,
each other.
I mean, for real, LA Comics made each other millionaires.
It's like
And
we're
like-
so
we're sitting around and being
comic oriented. Like,
Yeah.
I am a stand up, and that's a solo thing. I got to go do my stuff. That's why I regret. Fuck, I had you, Joe, Lewis on this fucking podcast
every day, every week.
I just didn't. I was like, I'm a stand up. I'm not.
Yeah.
And if I had any fucking sense,
Those shows are bangers, dude.
dude,
Those shows are
the
fucking
regs,
Those shows are fucking bangers.
bangers.
I'm telling you right now, that is young, hungry lions.
I mean, dude, it was. You know how fucking scary it was for me
Oh, my
when you
God.
guys got your teeth
Oh.
and your mane started
Oh,
coming
loved
in.
it, dude.
Because you
Oh.
guys all came in at first and you were playing with each other like little cubs.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Her," and I was just sitting there.
Yeah.
I was
And then we
sitting in the
started
sun.
taking chunks, dude.
Then, dude, you came up with, and I was like, what the fuck? And Lewis came in one day. Oh, man.
I love that. That might have been one of my. I mean, it's just like it's this part of my life where I'm like, that was beautiful. It
Yeah.
was so beautiful. I remember moving here.
Yep.
And you had a mini fridge,
Little
and
mini
you're like, I put some beers in there for the guests.
A
and,
case.
and Joe and I killed it. I
Killed
think we
it.
killed like 12 to 18 beers in an hour.
Yep.
Between the two of us. And I remember Joe, like how he used to get when he's drunk and he goes, he should have fucking given us beers. He was just like, I don't know, we fucking had a lot of
Dude,
beers.
I said on a
Yeah.
couple. It was an hour and a half podcast.
I fucking quit, and I quit drinking 10 years ago. I just
Dude,
did-
we would do, sometimes we do 3-hour shows.
Dude.
And dude, I remember when new people would come in, I would have somebody new come in with you guys.
Oh,
My God.
Chris Scopo took a beat.
Woof.
Oh my.
Kelly Festuca.
I mean, God bless. God bless.
I don't know how she didn't take her
I
life.
remember one joke specifically that upset her
What
that
is
I
it?
felt bad about, where she was like, she made the announcement like I did on the bonfire, where she's like, I want everyone to know I'm leaving, you know what, dude? And I go, yeah, that's the sound of the boat. Bye, Kelly. Like that. And everyone started laughing, and I saw Kelly be like there was rain coming down on her face. She was like,
Dude, when you said she had mates and cheeses.
I'm making cheese. Fat Kelly Festuca, dude. Joe List. Louis J. Gomez. I mean, we watched Louis create
Wow.
the Gomites.
We saw him create the Gomites.
We saw him create
the
the
rattlesnake.
character of the Puerto Rican rattlesnake
Yep.
and Gomites.
Right.
By being like, remember when he walked in with sunglasses and everyone's like,
and a
what are you
rattle.
doing? Yeah, and we're like, what are you doing?
And he was creating
It's like, I'm a real ass dude.
wrestler.
Yeah, and he
went-
did it.
He's genius. Remember when we had we did the first live podcast.
I remember that. I remember
Remember?
because Anthony Cumia was in the audience
Yeah.
when we were at the Village.
Yeah.
It was right after I auditioned for SNL.
Yep.
And Anthony was there and he goes, how does my seat feel? Because everyone was going in to fill in for him.
Yeah. Do you remember the live YKWDs
Yeah.
we used to do?
Yeah.
How funny they
I have
were.
a poster in my apartment
I used to get the poster people.
with the one that you did the deli coffee
Yeah.
cup.
Yeah. That was with
with-
me and Joe DeRosa.
I was, you know where I was? I was on the road with Guinness, Corporate Dan.
Yeah, Corporate Dan.
I was shilling that mud water.
Yeah. I remember, dude, we had if we never did it back then.
Yeah.
And now I'm glad that podcasts are doing it.
Fuck yeah.
And we're helping each other out.
Yeah, dude, we would have had a you know what dude subreddit if they were there, and they would have hated us, and we'd have gone and been like, I love Lewis this week, or I love List,
Yeah.
or leave Kelly alone posts.
Oh my God.
Oh man, there would have been a you. Yeah, no, everyone would have been like, dude, do you remember when she was like, I'm gonna play my stand up, and then Joe List goes, I'm gonna be nice, I'm gonna tell a joke. Just to show you how it goes on podcasts. And he did one of his jokes.
Yeah.
And then Kelly hit the crickets drop. And all of us looked at her like, you're fucking dead. And then she played that clip, and we felt zero remorse going in on her because she took a shot at Joe.
Buddy,
We were like,
Kelly deserves an award.
she was unbelievable.
She deserves an
She was
award.
unbelievable.
She was a female comic on one of the fucking roughest, meanest,
Mean.
fastest,
Mean.
funniest podcasts. I'm talking.
I hope
Wow.
I hope she's good.
I'm sure she is.
Kelly,
But
yeah,
I mean, dude, you guys.
that was fun.
Woof.
That was brutal.
Yeah, we've been through. I mean, dude, think of all the evolutions and all the little things me and you have been through, or all of us, all the
That's why I love, man. That's why I said if you go back and look at the history, it just is perfect that you
solid foundation of comics.
but that you took over, you know what? I mean, that you took over Bonfires.
Yeah.
Like it fucking rules.
I love you, man.
I love you, buddy. You changed my life.
Yeah.
You helped me go from being like a guy that's doing some city spots and bar shows to being like I felt like because of you, I felt like a New York comic.
Yeah.
Sitting down at the Cellar.
Wow.
Goddamn. One last story before we leave.
Sure.
This is my favorite one. I was on the road with Bobby a lot. And he got me in at the Cellar. And I'm obsessed with Colin and Jim. Like Colin and Jim were probably two guys that like it was unhealthy when I'd get around them.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd be like, oh, do you remember your joke in 2001? I was like doing that to Norton the other week, and he was like, you could see him being like this fucking weirdo. I was downstairs watching, I think it was, I forget who it was. I was watching someone downstairs on the runner seats at the Cellar. I'd just gotten in. And Jim Norton comes downstairs. He goes, hey, come up here, come up here. And I'm like, what's up? He goes, we got a question. And I go upstairs to the table, and it's Colin, Jim, Lenny Marcus, Keith, one other person. It might have been Modi or somebody. Somebody was sitting around. They sit me down at the table, and they go, does Bobby bully you? I go, no, Bobby doesn't bully me. And they go, we know you're on the road with him. Does he bully you? I go, no. And Colin's like, you can tell us. This is a safe space. And Jim goes, if he does, this is where you say it because we can stand up for you. And Keith goes, I don't know it. I just know Bobby's fucking mean to you. Just say it, you stupid new comic. You're too worried. And I go, no, Bobby's really good to me. Bobby's really good to me. He goes, he never screams at you. And I go, he does yell at me a lot. And the table, oh. And as I say that, Bobby's walking in. And Keith goes, he was saying you bullied him. And Bobby looks at me furious. You go, I don't fucking bully you. And I go, I didn't say that, dude. It was one of the scaredest
That was
I've ever.
Comedy Court.
Yeah, dude. But I remember he bullies you, and I go, he does yell sometimes. The dude.
It's Fat J. Fucking
Oh my God.
Fat Big J, that fat motherfucker,
Yeah.
called me out. They wanted me to pay him more money.
I remember that 'cause he said, but I'm telling you, dude, I remember
Yeah.
that specifically being like,
Yeah.
this is awesome. I remember you, DeRosa, Keith calling me.
Oh.
You like, I got a gig, psych. Keith and Joe are on the phone. Keith was like, you stupid fucking 49ers. And I remember laying there smiling. You guys were just beating on me like a drum, and I was just like, this is awesome.
Now you're a grown up. You're all grown-uppies.
Yeah,
You
I
get
love
married. You fucking moving on. You
I'm going to move to your neighborhood, bother you all the time.
Do it, brother. Do it, brother.
Yeah, I love you.
Well, I love you too, man. And this is, we'll see you back on the bonfire. Why don't you come on when I need somebody?
All right.
The next time, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right,
Can
cool.
I say it?
Yeah.
Crackle, crackle.
Crackle, crackle, baby. All right. You guys, make sure you check out Dan Soder. You can see me live at robertkellylive.com. I'm going to be everywhere. Comics, Comedy Works, Moon Tower, Just for Laughs, Uncle Vinny's. Me and Jay got a whole huge tour of Europe that we're doing with the bonfire.
Fuck
And
you. Oh, God. Oh, now they're all in-house at CAA, and now all this touring can happen just because I didn't want to go to the same fucking company. Just all this shit at the end that you're like, what?
No, seriously, though. We do have a tour that's starting. It's a 100-city tour. It's in arenas.
Go fuck yourself.
All right, nice talking to you. Just go to my website. Make sure you check out, the bonfire on
Sirius Faction Talk 103, SiriusXM.com.
with who?
Oh, with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly. You're listening to The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly. I'm going to be the new voiceover guy.
I think it's perfect.
I think you pitch it to Jay.
I'm
Pitch
gonna
it to Jay tomorrow.
We just did.
We'll pitch it to Jay, and
I
I'll
will.
do that.
I
And the
love
fan that said that, thank you, because I hope it lives in infamy that I do that.
I love when you get a southern accent when you get sincere. Thank you.
I just want to let everyone know that I really greatly apologize.
DanSoda.com.
Yeah, DanSoder.com.
Go see him.
Yeah,
One
I'm
of the
on the
funniest
road a
guys.
lot, and I'm announcing the back half of dates, doing some fun gigs.
This guy right here is one of my favorite people walking the earth. I love him to death.
I love you.
And he
Time to go
is
get that sushi.
going to get his sushi for his beautiful, soon-to-be wife.
Go to sushi, man.
And go to comicwearables.com and for all the YKWD gear. And make sure you subscribe, like, comment. RobertKellyLive.com. Joe Russell, right? Yeah, you guys got to work. It's very anticlimactic to you guys. Like, you guys are at the end. Like, me and Dan had this moment. And I got to fucking say, Max, what do you got?
Just Max Marcus comedy.
I mean, how anticlimactic.
Come on, dude. Get it.
Go ahead, Joe, what do you got?
Get someone with some zing.
Jokes Russell on Instagram.
That's fun.
And we got at me, Mike V. Suarez. We got Danny, what?
Shout out to Mush.
Braff.
Yeah, Danny Graff. Make sure you check him out. I got all these autistic kids working the show now.
That's what you always did, dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes out of those retarded lumps of coal comes a diamond.
Name one.
Me and List.
Oh, yes. Yeah, yes.
And Lewis.
I got and Lewis, yes.
Gotta give Lewis his due. Motherfucker's a hustler.
He's the motherfucker. I love that kid.
Oh.
We'll see you guys next time on You Know What, Dude?
More of my voice in the intro.
You've been listening to the YKWD podcast. Thanks for listening. Now go back to your shitty jobs. Shitty jobs. Shitty